All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Cardinals first. Let's go.
Here's Murray from midfield. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. Pushes him over. Murray has the first down and more. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Obviously a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Come on, QB, come on. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. 36. Watch it. General West.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On the ground, Michel. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Check 3. Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
50, check 31, check 31. You draw quarter. Kill. Alert 3. Go.
On 2nd down, Michel trying to run inside, but nothing there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here we go. 60 or. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, wahoo! Check. Two. Now.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
No,
they stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's keep moving. 5. Go. 43's the mic. All day, dog. Hey, Jet. Let's go.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We taking wins home. Hey, Steve 6. 43 is the mic. Go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Go. Shoot. Hey.
On 3rd down, it's White, and he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald, catch is made by Harry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Your trick is here, baby. Your trick is here. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Michelle running right. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Watch the run. Go. Dude.
Off-play action. Fitzgerald. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Arizona.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Joker. Check out route. High hill. Slow. Jam. Check safety. Zip it. 10. Under 10.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down now, Michelle. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set 18 Gator. Ready.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Coleman, and an alley to run. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Murray. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hard, hard.
A final shot before break. Fitzgerald. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tupper! Hey, exit.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big play there for New England. 45 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You're not ready. Hatchet. Hey, Delta. Yes. Here comes to me, it's me. Get it.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. General West. Check 24.
Again, it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
For the Patriot field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take it. Advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 43. No. Off. Hey.
This is Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Trip.
Play fake. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Murray with a third and long. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 saw. Gone. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha. Watch the screen. Snap. Come on, switch it. 58's the money.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Zoo. Hey. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Fire.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Pilot, 64, weak. SOS. Smoke. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Go. Let's go.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald, and down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Ready. Mike part two. Go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Coleman. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, set.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Left side, it's Dorsett. Still on his feet. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Murray now to throw, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Lawrence Guy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They're going for it. It's Murray. This is caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Murray. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
At the Patriots' 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
First down, Cardinals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's